WearTesters.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Stan from WearTesters.com, here to give you a much anticipated performance review of the Nike PG1. First up on the PG1 is the traction. The traction on the PG1 utilizes a multi-directional diamond gridded nodule system. If you probably think it seems familiar, it's probably because you've probably seen it on probably the Kobe 10 and the Kobe AD, or similar basis of how they, maneuver to how the transition of the traction is used. The traction nodules are pretty close together, so it does picks up dust frequently, but not as often as you would think. One or two wipes right on down the court, you're perfectly fine. I didn't find myself wiping the shoe as often as I needed to, due to the nature that the fact that the shoe that I have utilizes a solid rubber traction outsole. If you probably use the translucent outsole and your floor is a little bit dirty, the durability of the shoe probably might wear on itself, but for my case, I played on a pretty decent floor, and sometimes on occasions where it really was dirty, one or two occasional wipes, the shoe actually held its ground perfectly fine. Would I say that the traction is prestige and top notch? Close, but no cigar. There's room for improvement. For a first time model signature shoe for PG1, the way they made the traction is really awesome, and I really dig it. So next up is the cushion. The cushion of the Nike PG1 utilizes a 4-foot Zoom Air unit, bottom loaded. You probably won't feel as much or quite as often what you feel as a bounce back, due to the nature that it is bottom loaded. The heel doesn't have any cushion system, other than the fact that whole shoe utilizes a soft Phylon midsole. In my case, I'm the type of person that really, playing on a big man standpoint, or like a bigger individual, I'm the type of person that does need the proper cushioning, heel, 4-foot, full length, and whatnot. For my case, I was actually surprised because the Phylon was actually a little bit softer than I expected. So, do I want 4-foot heel zoom cushioning? Of course I do. Did this work? Yes, it did. No, not really any complaints. The cushion system for a first year model worked well. The shoe is low to the ground, responsive on court, so the cushion setup works well. There's room for improvement, and for a big man myself, I had fun playing in this, even though it only had 4-foot zoom, and it's not top loaded and bottom loaded. So there it goes for that. I do recommend it. It's something that's actually really fun to play in, so take it for what it is. Next up is the materials. This is completely the star of the show. It stole the spotlight. The materials on the particular model, the PG1, utilizes a overlay mesh, some fuse in the high wear areas along the medial side along the toe box. From midfoot to heel, it utilizes a soft end nubuck. Really, really nice materials, and within the interior utilizes a really soft nylon, so it really fits really nice around foot. Also within the heel bases, it uses extra padding around the cushioning for your heel and your Achilles, so it doesn't chafe. So it feels really nice on foot. You also have a soft Phylon midsole, like I said previously. It's not a really tough and solid one, but it's soft, so it provides enough cushioning and feedback for a entry model. Also, you have a 4-foot Zoom Air unit and a solid rubber traction outsole. What more can you ask for? For $110, this is really the star of the show. The fit. This is the main concern of this shoe. The shoe fits really snug, particularly along the 4-foot. For those who have wide feet, be very, very aware. I myself, for one, have wide feet. I usually naturally wear a size 13. I got really, really lucky in an extreme rarity to obtain a 13.5. What? Exactly. So even on a 13.5, the 4-foot felt very snug. I even tried lacing this shoe very, particularly along the 4-foot loosely. And because of the flywire system, it holds the strap together, which is an awesome thing to have. I tried kind of not strapping it fully tight and yanking into it and strapping it on. So I kind of loosened this up a little bit and just kind of lightly tapped it. For a lockdown basis, it's still a good thing, because the way the one-to-one fit of the shoe, it just naturally contours through your feet. From playing on the shoe, there was some painful moments because of the fact that shoe was so snug. However, after playing a couple of times, the shoe naturally just contours through your feet really, really precisely. Again, almost to the point where it's really, really true to size, and just And it almost feels like an extension to your feet because it almost feels like you're not having the shoe on. That just amazingly well done shoe. So for those who have narrow feet, you should be fine. However, I would probably consider trying the shoe on in store and going half a size up. But for wide footers, try half a size, or you know, if the shoe's honestly too tight for you, try to look somewhere else, unfortunately. On to the support. The support of the shoe comes naturally from the structure of the shoe. The way the shoe cups your midfoot and the way the heel contours to your heel, and the way the shoe fits, even though it's slightly snug. But the support itself comes directly from the fit itself. It's a naturally one-to-one fit. If you get your proper size and you play it in a little bit and it contours to your feet, dude, you're ready to go. You don't even have to hesitate when tying these up, ready to go on court, and not have to second guess your movements. The solid traction rubber outsole, the 4-foot zoom unit, soft Phylon midsole, all that support comes directly from the materials and the build itself and how it contours to your feet. So once you get that running, you're pretty much ready to go. Overall, PG1, what do I think? I think it's a super fun shoe to play in. As long as you get your right size and as long as you don't have super wide feet. Luckily, again, for me, I was able to get a 13.5, something half size up. It still fits snug. However, I did play in it a little bit and it did contour to my feet perfectly. I did have maybe a thumb's length worth of room, but that didn't bother me too much because, you know, just the way the shoe fits around my foot, the way the heel and the booty-like construction fit to my feet. For $110 for a first-time signature shoe, I think this is absolutely fantastic. So shout out to Tony Harmon for designing this shoe. I can't wait for the second iteration. And among the other models that you do design, I wish it was stateside. But for this, the PG1, a wonderful, fantastic shoe, as long as you have, you know, slightly narrow feet and not have wide feet. And for those who like court feel within moderation, the way if you play like Paul George, I guess, he likes to do a lot of fancy dribbling, but also be able to go inside, outside, and able to post up, able to drive to the basket. This shoe is perfectly for you. I had a lot of fun playing this shoe. And hopefully, for those who copped and for those who play in these, you feel the same way. That's it for me, Stan from WearTesters.com. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the performance review of the Nike PG1. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, share the video with your peers, share the video with your friends. If you have any questions, please leave comments down below in the video. If you need to hit me up on social media, it is TSE Stanley 23 on Twitter and on Instagram. If you can feel free to leave comments there and have any questions, I can try to answer this as much as I can because I do frequently get a lot of questions and comments and whatnot. So I try to answer everybody as equally as possible. For all your sneaker related performance reviews and news, make sure you hit up WearTesters.com. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. This is Stan from WearTesters.com signing out. Peace.